don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Jalen Hurts and the New Orleans Saints.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in Frankfort, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, and out a little across the 25 to the 27. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third down, Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st down, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain. 1st down, Saints.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Harris returning. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 3 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked for him in the running game last week. No reason to change in my opinion. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The ground. This is Kamara, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He may try it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Giants nothing.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
18 yards. Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Sets up to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass. Get his team back moving forward.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
46 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Still a 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some space here. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 41 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and goal, New Orleans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Jones on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First and 10, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
In the end zone. Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Saints first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. James Conner leading the way on the ground there. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. 31-24, the final score. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hart. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jones now throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Take him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Able to find Harris, complete. Yeah, the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. This pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Giants, nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Jones. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And Barkley will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hart. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
The kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Saints 30. Giants 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great.
field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Jones on first down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. That game's gone final in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. Jameis Winston, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New Orleans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.